All right, hail and welcome. This is good kindred. Whether Gjallarhorn is at 2 dozen or whether there's just a few of us, our connection to the gods is still the same. This is a heathen gathering, and we are heathens here. We have all answered a call to return to the ways of our ancestors, though the world is a far different place now, and there is concrete and pavement between our feet and soil. Long ago, our gods were set on fire, but our faith did not completely burn out. Over time, it has awakened, slowly growing like a sprout, come up through a crack in the sidewalk to be the tree. Our wide planet is fused and connected now, yet Asatru has also transcended. It has become worldwide. Some of our folk were a Valknut spear point in devotion to Odin, or a golden key for Frigg, a Tiwaz rune for Tyr, or Bor for the Vanir. There are others as well, but mainly above all there is Mjolnir. Because the Jotuns, those forces of nature unconcerned with humankind, feared and understood this was the greatest weapon against them. The hammer, Mjolnir, is the instantly recognizable symbol of our faith, like the cross is to others, though ours is not a reminder of how a god lost, but how a god wins. So now in this new year, with many changes, we blót to the most widely known of our gods. He is the union of Father Sky and Mother Earth, son of Odin and Jorth, husband of Siv, goddess of golden harvest and fertility, nourished by rain brought on by the storm. His station is mankind's champion, our greatest protector against Ymir's brood and the icy, chaotic, darker forces of nature, holding the very lightning strike as his hammer. He is this world's security, mankind's herdsman. In the ranks of the Aesir, he is Lord and Giant Slayer, and to speak his very name is calling up thunder. You know well of who it is I speak, so say his name with me now.
Thor!
And again.
Thor!
Once more.
Thor!
Once there was a crafty frost Jotun named Thrym, lord of an icy high mountain stronghold. He was wealthy and skilled in dark arts, and so one pitch-black night he was able to successfully steal Mjolnir from a sleeping owner and hide it 8 miles deep below the Earth's surface. The gods and goddesses were distraught and felt the immediate vulnerability of being weaker in Mjolnir's absence. They donned their armors, sharpened their spears, and carved their runes in anticipation of surely coming war. Thor pleaded to the crafty Loki, who at the time was his closest friend and comrade, to go and borrow the falcon form of Freya, to take flight and see what he could find in Jotunheim. It wasn't long before Loki discovers and parleys with Thrym, the hammer's thief. My demands for hostage weapon are thus. I will return my hold for no other price. Lovely Freya as my bride, in Jotunheim by my side. No one will ever see Mjolnir again otherwise. Do you suppose this goes over well with Freya? The Eddas say she snorted so hard the homes of the gods shook in Yggdrasil's highest boughs. Her necklace, the Brisingamen, flared with her powerful sailor. It was no option. Everwise Heimdall, with an ear to the ground and eyes on all surrounding, then did suggest cross-dressing for a wedding. Thor is Dringer! Thor is not Harger! He is unapologetically masculine god, but he is without his usual course of action, so he agrees to the ruse. Especially when his friend Loki, with far less to prove, agrees to add to the deception. So Thor dons the wedding apron dress, with beautiful brooches and amber beads, with the dwarven crafted necklace of Freya Brisingamen. He wears the veil, revealing only his red eyes. And he seethes. Loki wears the dress of a handmaiden much more convincingly, and they're set out in Freya's cat-drawn carriage. There's some humor at the great feast, and also sexual innuendo in the telling of this tale. I encourage those interested to read Thrimskvida, but I will cut it short and boil it down to say, in the traditions of our ancestors, when a maiden took her wedding vows, she swore upon the finest ringed hammer around. At the point when Thrym presented his lovely bride with Mjolnir on which to hold her oath, all 9 worlds felt the thunderclap. So not only Thrym and his family and his council and his guards and the entire wedding party's dark blood sprayed like rain across Jotunheim. Now we will make this place in nature a sacred grove with a hallowing and a banishing of ill intent. We call upon the 4 directional wardens begat by Ymir long ago and stationed by the Allfather in the beginning. Nordri, Helga Vitheta och hindra alla ilska. Austri, Helga Vitheta och hindra alla ilska. Sudri, Helga Vitheta och hindra alla ilska. Vestri, Helga Vitheta och hindra alla ilska. I now make holy to the service of Thor this altar and place of sacrifice, banishing from it all influences of any deceptive intent. May our minds on this consecrated land likewise be consecrated, as is our will to the just service of Thor. May our own patron Rigger, the unsleeping prepper and guardian of Bifrost Bridge, ward this place against all forces untrue to our purpose here now. Esir, Vanir, ancestors and Landvatir, both Alfar and Disir, we call out and welcome you all to this place, and now ask you to join us in our blót to Thor. Asa Thor of the Esir, Sunangar, the true one, Oku Thor, the wagoneer, Chloridi, the loud one, Ving Thor in the battle din, Atli, the terrible one, Serpent's bane and mankind's friend, Asa Bragar, Esir's lord, Jotun slayer Redbeard, Ymir's children most fear Thor. We, the descendants of Ask and Embla, the great-great-grandchildren of Rigger, call out to you. We hear you in the low, heavy drums of thunder, and witness your fury as Mjolnir cracks the night sky with blinding light. It is you who hear and honor the earnest pleas of farmers and laborers' families over the whinings of kings and warlords. Amongst mankind, we know it is you who fight for us in the trenches of this world. Amongst Jotunkind, you are Holocaust. But above all, you are despised by Jormungandr, malevolent son of Loki, encircling the world since he was hurled down from Asgard, patiently awaiting the destruction of Midgard. Your first meeting with the worm was in the hall of Utgard Loki, where humiliation followed. Your second meeting with the vile serpent, a battle over the deep ocean where your victory was well-deserved and assured, yet still cut short. I feel it was then that you swore vengeance upon Jormungandr. It would be an oath you did honor and will honor again, and we are now taking 9 steps forward and backwards with you. Thor, we invoke you, and we offer you sacrifice. Not of blood, a sacrifice of our own human efforts. With our own mead and our devotion, and aid us, humankind and gods alike, in our struggle against those who would war against us or seek to encircle and constrain the world, tongue and tail for their wills. Thor, accept our gift, not as from thralls, as we are masterless free men here, nor as a casual appeasement, but as a sign of our communion and kinship. For you have received our sacrifice, symbolized by the mead in this horn. Pour now your blessings into it, making it for us a true instrument of inspiration, that we may grow closer to you and to your passion. Blessings of Thor. I give the blessings of Thor. I give the blessings of Thor.
Blessings of Thor.
Hail Thor!
Hail Thor!
Hail Thor!
Hail Thor! Hail Thor! Blessings of Thor.
Hail Thor!
Hail Thor!
Hail Thor! Give the blessings of Thor.
Hail Thor!
Hail Thor!
Hail Thor!
Hail Thor!
Our sacrifice is done. May it strengthen us in devotion to the gods of our ancestors, and renew in our hearts a determination to live in self-reliance with gratitude to Thor. May we all honor our oaths, resolving to be the protectors and fight the Jotuns in our own lives. We will continue to live freely with courage, trusting in our individual strengths, and honoring these bonds that we share of family and kinship. Chariot God, we thank you for your presence in our kindred tonight. Carry with you our sentiments and thoughts here in Midgard. Our praise is to you. We seek your inspiration that we may withstand the coming times of hardship and strife. So warded, may we persevere. Remember my friends and family who drink from or who sound the Gjallarhorn. Let them say what they say, we will do as we do. So the words have been spoken and offerings have been made from the gods to the earth to us, from us to the earth to the gods. A gift for a gift. Hail Thor!
Hail Thor!
Hail Gjallarhorn!
Hail Gjallarhorn!